shadows are like disembodied flyers. Different cultures talk about them, psychic vampires. We don't know exactly where they're from or what they are. People describe them as like sometimes with hats,
Mm,
hat people. Some people think they're people astral projecting,
mm.
like their astral body is entering the room. But I couldn't, like, basically, a friend of mine who was a witch, she practiced witchcraft. And she said she's gonna send. I'm like, I don't know if I believe in this stuff. She's like, oh, I'll send a shadow to you.
Right.
And this is when I first got into this stuff. So I said, okay, fine, send it to me. She goes, all right, 3:33 in the morning, 3:33 in the morning, be in bed by Sunday night by 3:30. So I go to sleep that night, and I have music playing, and all of a sudden, like, when you're sleeping and you can still hear stuff around you,
Yeah.
this music just cuts off, and I wake up, and I look, and it's 3:32 on the clock. Like, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, start to go back to sleep, and I start hearing creaking. And it's very interesting, like having that experience of something in your room where you feel like it's almost like having an animal in your room, because all of a sudden it's like something is moving. You hear creaking,
Yeah.
creaking,
Yeah. Your
creaking. It's
senses are
not. It's no
really
longer.
heightened. Yeah.
It's not like the occasional creak that you'll
Yeah.
get. It's like
Yeah.
something is making something creak, and
Yeah.
then it started getting closer, and I heard this shh, 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 like something was like scuffling on my carpet.
Yeah.
That's when I woke up. And I was like, I can't sleep. Like would just sleep with the light on, and
Yeah.
this went on for days. And so at last, my brother was like making fun of it. I said, sleep in my bed. And he had known about shadows because he'd had a couple experiences as a kid seeing like a shadow person when he was sleeping. And they create sleep paralysis,
Right.
where you can't wake up, but you basically are awake just enough to like see a shadow
Mm.
either in the room or over you,
Mm.
and you can't
Do
breathe
anything.
and you
Yeah.
can't move. You're frozen. And sure enough, the next day he tells me, yeah, there was a shadow floating over me, and I woke up and I was in paralysis, and then
And so, what do you think that is? Is that just a form of energy, you think?
it's an entity of some kind. These things exist. They could have been created by thoughts. They could be created by, like, I mean, look, my one night before my brother experienced it, when I was having trouble sleeping, and I would
Mm.
just like stay up till dawn, and like I was in a hypnagogic state where or like in like an alpha state of sleep where you're just like on the edge.
Mm.
And this face came to me, and it was like blue. It was painted blue, and it looked like this ancient figure, and it's like looked like an old sorcerer.
Right.
And I was like, "How old are you?" And he's like, 13,000 years. And I was like, okay, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just an ancient sorcerer that goes around drawing upon energy to continue to survive in that in between world.